say A is not as plus the regular adjective. There's no change to the adjective in this sentence pattern as B. So for example, A is not as big as B. A is not as expensive as B. So please be careful. When you're making a negative comparison, you're not changing the adjective. The adjective will remain the same. There's no need to update this part. So please be careful. These are a few question patterns that you can use along with your comparatives. So for example, which is plus your comparative adjective, A or B. So for example, which is more expensive, A or B? Or which is bigger, A or B? Here you need to use the comparative form of the adjective in your question. The same thing here, is A or B comparative adjective? So is A or B bigger? Is A or B more expensive? You can use both of these patterns to ask simple information questions using the comparative form. So let's try this out in a few example sentences. Okay, so the first sentence that I have, my brother is something something than me. I want to use the adjective funny here. So funny has two syllables, funny. It also ends in Y. So I know I need to apply this rule I just talked about here. So the correct answer is funnier. My brother is funnier than me. This is the correct answer. Okay, let's go to this one. Thai food is something something. To explain processes. So today's live lesson is going to be about using sequence words like first, then, after that, next. And I'm also going to talk about a key grammar point, the difference between if and then, which is something lots of my students have trouble with. So we're going to do that, and at the end of this live lesson, we're going to put everything together to make a simple everyday life process, in this case, a recipe. So, lots to do. I see lots of you are already in the YouTube chat. Hi guys. Thanks for coming. And then we're getting Facebook up as well, so we'll start in maybe just a couple minutes. Good. But in the meantime, a couple of announcements, maybe one big announcement. If you missed it, last week the channel hit 1 million subscribers, very, very exciting. And as I mentioned last week also, there's a special video on the YouTube channel only. So if you haven't seen that video yet, please go to YouTube and check out that video because the team put together a special deal for YouTube subscribers only. So please go and check that out if you haven't already. Also, there's kind of a funny video, some of my mistakes from the last few years, from the last 6 years. So it's kind of fun to watch, even if you don't get the deal, I suppose. So please go check that out. That's on the YouTube channel. Here I tweeted about it earlier before. But you can check the YouTube channel only. So not Facebook, but the YouTube channel only. So please do that. But today we have a different topic. The topic, as I said, is how to explain processes. So sequence words, for example. So we have a lot to do for today. So I think I want to begin. I see Facebook is up, which is good. Is Twitter up? And also you can watch the stream now on Twitch too, which is great. So I think that everything is rolling, so we'll get started. Oh, I don't see Twitter yet. Is it okay if I go though? Okay. Well, for now, let's get rolling into today's topic. So I want to begin for today by introducing two questions. So these are questions that you can use when you want someone's help with something. So you don't know how to do something. And sometimes students say, like, can you teach me how to do something? They use the verb teach, but in American English, actually, we use the verb show instead of the verb teach. So I want to begin today by introducing these two questions you can use to ask someone to help you with something. So they are, first, can you show me how to? So how means this is a question asking for help with a process. So can you show me how to use the computer? Can you show me how to use this software? So this question, can you show me how to, blah, 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 it should be followed by a verb, just a verb in the simple present tense. So can you show me how to use Twitter? Can you show me how to use the, I don't know, webcam? Something like that. Use the simple present tense in this question point. So that's one expression. But a key point is here we use the verb show, not the verb teach. I don't think you'll have a communication problem if you use the verb teach, but this sounds more natural in American English. Second one is this expression, I don't know how to blah, blah, blah. So I don't know how to use this software. I don't know how to buy a ticket. I don't know how to, again, a present tense verb expression here. I don't know how to do something in present tense. Then a request. Can you show me? Can you show me? So here you see the same thing. Can you show me as a simple request, or can you show me how to do something? So I want to start today with these two just kind of basic questions that you can use when you need help with something. So this is one. Then today, basically, I want to focus on answering these questions. So if someone asks you one of these questions, how can you show them how to do something? So I want to focus the next part of today's live stream on how you can actually show someone a process, how you're going to explain a process. So let's take a look next at some sequence words, some transition words. You'll see them over here in just a second. Yeah. So this is